So Michael, what did you learn from being teammates with Tyler Luke last year?
I learned a lot that preparation is key and the way you do everything like must be professional. So I think like recovery, like the night before games, and like taking everything serious, like even the little things. So learned a lot.
And what do you think about his next chapter coming up playing in the NFL?
I'm excited for him. I'm excited to see how he does and excel over there. And yeah, it's been a dream of his, and I'm just excited to see.
Michael, you were thrown into the mix right away last year as a freshman. You were holding, you were also punting. How would you describe what that whole experience was like and what you learned from those experiences?
I learned a lot from the guys around me. I mean, everyone was a senior in the unit, and I was like just a freshman coming up. So everyone took me under their wing, like not to stress, not to overthink things, and just to stay calm and cool and like do your job. Because I mean, there's a reason why you're here.
Had you ever held?
No, but I'd practiced before, just in case. I mean, in high school I did kicking and punting, so I just always like had that mentality of just like making sure like if I was gonna punt, I gotta make sure I got a hold. If I was gonna kick, just kick.
So Luke, back there returning, what's it been like for you, and what value do you see in being a returner?
Yeah, for sure. I think that being a returner is like one of like the hardest jobs in football, honestly, especially like punt return back there, because you can really like change a game if you mess up, but you can also change the game in a good way also. So I like to just be free back there. Whenever I'm back there, I just feel like I feel loose. Really just catch the ball and just run around, honestly. So I try not to like put like too much pressure on myself back there, but it's something that I've done ever since I was like in like Pee Wee football. So like I've just learned to love it, honestly.
And a question for both of you guys: how much has kind of field position in that area? How much has Coach Nygaard emphasized that to you guys?
Yeah, I mean, field position wins games. He wants me to pin him deep, and I mean, if I could do that, it makes it harder for the opponent.
Yeah, and also with returning, he wants all of us returners to be aggressive, but like savvy at the same time. He doesn't want us forcing anything, but also whenever we have an opportunity, like let's capitalize on it.
One question for each. For Michael, do you see yourself as a punter, as a kicker, or both?
I guess you could say both. I mean, throughout high school, I never told myself I was one or the other. Like, I never said I was specifically a kicker, or I never said I was specifically a punter. I always saw myself as someone that was able to do both. And certain colleges saw me as doing both. So some saw me as kicker, some saw me as punter. So just whatever they want me to do, I'll do it.
Sure. And then for Luke, one of the messages that Coach Nygaard was expressing earlier was that, if you want to make it into the league, you need to be adept at special teams. How has that message resonated with you?
Yeah, for sure. I think that's something that I've heard for like a while now in college, and Coach Niver has really like emphasized that with all of us, honestly. So just getting in anywhere, like for me, not just on punt return, kick return, but last year like was my first time on punt. So like being like a gunner, going and like tackling returners also. I feel like it's also helped me in the return game as well, kind of like understand kind of like the other side of the people that are trying to like tackle me too. So just being able to like go out there and just really just play like multiple positions will help you out and give you the best opportunity possible.
Who are some of the other guys that have stood out to you as far as returners?
Yeah, for sure. Like the main group is me, Nunu, Chris Hudson, and JP. So it's just kind of, at least for like the punt returners, that's who we kind of have back there, and kind of like just rotating in, catching kicks, like drill work every single day.
And then Michael, some kickers, they're former soccer players and just happen to play football. What's your story of how you started playing football?
So growing up, I grew up in a neighborhood where everyone played soccer, and then I moved to like a new city, and everyone only played football. So I was like the only kid like, let's go play soccer, and everyone's like, no, bro, let's play football. So I got caught in the mix. I wanted to play, begged my mom. She told me, yeah, you could play, And then I played out of the D lineman, I was DN, I was a little chubbier then, then I grew, string being, and then got to high school, started kicking, got there, and they're like, hey, if you really want to do this, you can, just got to put time and effort in. So I did that, and then now I'm here, so that's my story.
What cities did you move from?
Lake Forest to Mission Viejo,
Okay.
so yeah.
Michael, I think when you committed here, there was a previous coaching staff that you had committed to, right? And you ended up staying, which some of the guys did, some of the guys left. But what was that time like, trying to figure out what to do, and what kind of messaging were you getting from Coach Brenner and his staff?
Both coaching staffs treated me like family, so it was very hard. But I mean, yeah, just I didn't know that they were gonna leave, so just they left, and then the new staff came and welcomed me with open arms, and felt like family ever since. So gave me the opportunity to stay, so I stayed.
What was it about Arizona overall that appealed to you coming out of high school?
It's different. It's a little slower than Cali, and something I wanted to. I've been in Cali all my life. Kind of wanted to leave for a little bit. So yeah, I like it out here.
Michael, were you one of the early enrollees last year?
No, I was not.
Okay.
No, I came in the summertime, so I've been here since June.
Okay.
Last June, yeah.
And tell us about, I guess, your upbringing. You said you were a soccer player.
Yeah.
So, how did you start playing soccer? Are your family, are they soccer players too?
No, both my parents didn't. I think my dad wrestled in high school, but I mean, a lot of them just. My mom went to school, and my dad just worked all his life. So I mean, sports was not really a thing until I started playing, and then yeah, no one really knew what football was in my family until I started playing. So like now it's kind of cool that everyone follows now. But yeah.
Any siblings?
I have one sister, yeah, younger sister.
Okay, she plays sports too? Or?
No.
Okay. And what are you studying in school?
Business management. Well, foundational right now, business, but I would like to get into business management.
Is there anything you want to do in particular with that degree? Still finding that out?
Yeah, still finding that out right now.
Michael? Two questions for Luke. Number one, did you play, were you a gunner, or were you on coverage teams at all in New Mexico?
Yeah, earlier in like my career at New Mexico, I wasn't on punt or like anything like that. But last year was like my first time playing like a gunner like full time, and I honestly loved it. I mean, like I said, I got to learn like the other side of the ball. So like being able to apply that to my punt return game like helped me out so much.
Right. And what do you make of Coach Nybar?
Always brings the energy every single day in the meeting. Great guy, like just like he really like knows what he's talking about all the time. All the coaches, all of his strategies as well. I think he's just a well-rounded coach, and I just love what he brings to the table.
Have you guys had a chance to try his barbecue?
Not yet, but I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I heard that man could cook, so I'm excited for him to have us over. So yeah, I'm excited.
I didn't even know he barbecued, but I'm gonna have to try that.
And then, Michael, is there like an NFL kicker or like, I guess, an older player that maybe you emulate or maybe learn some tips from?
I guess you could say like I watch a lot of like taller punters, like punters my height, kickers my height. So I mean, no, I just watch a lot of film myself. But I mean, kicking. I mean, I like to watch Lucas Haversick, punting, Jordan Stout. I mean, just those guys bring a lot, and they're bigger people. So yeah, I like to watch those guys.
Tyler last year talked about like his approach to kicking is almost like a golf swing.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate on that, and what's maybe your approach?
I'm not really a golfer, so I really don't know how much, but like everyone brings it back into golfing. So, I mean, I do hear a lot of people in like the kicking world talk about how it's like golf swing, but I don't golf much, so I just think of it as a kicking swing. So.
As far as kicking field goal range, where do you feel like you're at right now? And what's kind of the next step for you?
Obviously, like just worried about just making the kicks right now. I mean, not really worried about distance right now, but I mean, when that comes, it'll come. So.
When one plays as a freshman, you're going to experience some challenges along the way, right? Some difficult times, make a mistake here or there. How did you kind of deal with those situations?
I just kind of obviously reflected on it. It already happened, not to worry about it too much. It already happened in the past. I can't go back and fix it, but just to learn from it and be hungry to learn, because I feel like sometimes as a freshman you can get like knocked down and discouraged, but you just got to keep going. It's part of it.
Any more questions? All right, that's our time. Thanks, guys.
Sweet,
Yeah,
thank
of
you
course.
guys.